On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the San Jose State Spartans offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run it from the gun, using the spin move. Really nice run there. Good. Up and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking downfield. It's Need. Got his man down the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He wants to throw it again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and getting the tip, getting the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Got his man quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shakes off the tackler. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Rojas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartan. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rojas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. They give it to him again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Need. Uncorks one. Hauls it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Now the pitch. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw in this drive.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're bringing heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Dropping back, it's Need. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave? He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Catches it at the 30. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Need. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He got it.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rojas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to throw, it's Rhodes. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles it to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the air. It's Rhodes. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a catch at the 10. Was looking for... Found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him.
Touchdown! it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rojas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
To the air, it's Need. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Spartans get the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Finds his back in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Spartans are on the move. Handoff from the gun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me in the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well.
And they will score. Touchdown, Spartans. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Coming out with it, it's McClung. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touch. UNLV. And once he got loose, it was all over.
How about that? 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A 1st down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Jose State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Finds his man. It's McClung. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Dances away from the heat. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it inside the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, UNLV! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. 1st down here for the offense. To the air, it's Rhodes. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.